Hey everybody, how's it going? Um, Looks like I'm going to be by myself tonight, but I'm actually prepared this time. I'm going to be talking about Turn Ahead the Clock and the Mercury Mets jerseys, which seem to people are starting to get nostalgic about it and are starting to really care about the Mercury Mets again. Either it's kind of like the black jerseys. People either love the promotion or hate the promotion. Um, I thought when I first saw them live back in the day that they were ridiculous. I didn't like them, but then it hit me like a day or two afterwards how ridiculous and fun it was. We always say that baseball's not fun enough and there's not enough good times and just it's too stuffy at times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple different jerseys that I have from their retail jerseys. I have a couple of actually I have one game used jersey. I have a jersey that's signed. I'm not going to take a ton of time doing this today, but it should be fun. It should be a little interesting. You guys might hate this totally. Feel free to comment here. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Mediagoon. My blog, themediagoon.com, queensbaseballconvention.com. On Twitter for QBC is at QB Convention. And we're supposed to be having some cool stuff coming up. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's give a little origin from Wikipedia about what the turn ahead the clock was. Kevin Martinez, the marketing director of the Mariners in 1998, came up with the idea to have futuristic jerseys from 2027 season as an alternative to turn back the clock promotions. The marketing team transformed the Kingdom to give it a futuristic atmosphere. According to Martinez, Ken Griffey Jr. was instrumental in the design of the jerseys, and he came up with the idea to change the Mariners colors from navy, teal, and white to crimson, black, and silver. Majestic Athletic worked with Mariners marketing team to create the uniform. The jersey front featured an oversized compass rose. Martinez himself described the jerseys as gaudy. I didn't pull up a picture of that one yet, but I will as we're doing this. The opponent for the promotion game on July 18th was Kansas City Royals, who, according to Martinez, were fantastic to work with. Originally, the Mariners played with the jerseys untucked and turned their baseball caps backwards. Griffey painted the team's mates' baseball cleats with silver spray paint and also convinced teammates to cut off sleeves of their uniforms. The Royals wore yellow gold vests and royal blue sleeves, and white pants trimmed in blue and gold. During the game, the umpires, who were wearing silver shirts as part of the promotion, ruled that the untucked shirts gave batters an advantage because they could more easily be hit by a pitch. A ball touching the batter's clothing is considered hit by pitch. So the umpires ruled that the players had to tuck them in. The Mariners promotion was considered successful, unlike the Major League nationwide promotion in 1999. Their futurism also extended to pregame festivities. The ceremony of first pitch was thrown out by actor James Doohan, who was Scotty from Star Trek, who arrived at the pitcher's mound via a DeLorean and was given a ball by a robot created by the University of Washington. Seattle shortstop A-Rod broke a 4-4 tie in the seventh inning with a 3-run home run, and the M's won 8-5. Now that's pretty cool right there. It's something different. It's amazing that they came up with something like that. Now, because that was so successful, they thought they'd be able to do something later on with it, with the whole league in 1999, but not everybody wanted to do that with the league. So let's see what Wikipedia has to say about the 1999 season promotion. MLB sold the promotion concept to Century 21 Real Estate. The New York Yankees, Chicago Cubs, Toronto Blue Jays, Texas Rangers, the Montreal Expos, Houston Astros, and Cincinnati Reds, and the Dodgers did not participate in the promotion. The teams that did participate wore special sleeveless jerseys with oversized front logos, player surnames being printed on the side of the numbers instead of its traditional place above the number. The style was also used for that year's All-Star game, batting practice uniforms. Uniform changes range from the subtle St. Louis Cardinals changing the birds on the bat from living beings to robotic depictions, to the outlandish New York Mets changing their names to the Mercury Mets, complete with caps featuring the Mercury symbol and hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates on July 27, 1999. In games which were set in the year 2021, stadiums would be use futuristic graphics on their scoreboards as part of the promotion. During the Padres-Giants game, fielding positions were renamed. Shortstop was renamed Intermediate Station, and left field was named Left Sector. Some ballpark advertisements also joined in. Northwest Airlines become Northwest Space Lines. This could be seen when Mariners outfielder Butch Husky crashed into the outfield wall during the game. Now, the 20th anniversary of the Seattle Mariners in 1998, they did it again in 2018 to commemorate the promotion's 20th anniversary. Now, when they were doing that, I actually picked up 2 jerseys from that year, from the 2018 one. So here's the Royals one. It's been pretty basic. It's actually a game used one with former Met Lucas Duda. I grabbed his jersey. And then I also grabbed this replica, which is the Seattle Mariners Ken Griffey Jr. jersey. I mean, how could you get a Mariners jersey when it's not Griffey? Here's also the caps from that year. So it's pretty basic. A crown, the compass, oversized compass on the front. The Royals jerseys are different because they were gold with a KC name on it. Let's see if I can pull it up somewhere. So I've been trying to get the Mets to bring back the jerseys, and for the last couple of years, do a turn ahead the clock promotion night. Here's let's see, just a little clip of what come on, see where it pops up. All right. Been trying to get the Mets to do to talk about the right, here's Johnny Damon and KC Royals from that year. So I've been trying to get the Mets to talk about the Mercury Mets over the years. And then all of a sudden this year, Mercury Mets, Mitchell and Ness, Cooperstown collection jerseys started popping up in the team stores. People started talking about them, seeing them more. The fan base is polarized. Either you love them or you hate them. Darren over at the 7 Line, he just did a run of Mercury Mets caps. They're a little different because of where they had to put the New Era logo on the hat, so they couldn't have the Mets here on this side of the cap like it was originally. Got the T7L in the back. If you want those caps, I know Darren's supposed to be dropping them again in a couple of months. So if you're a Mercury Mets fan, you can grab them. If you want to grab a jersey, you can grab a Mike Piazza jersey at the team store at Citi Field. I think it's $206 for a jersey, which it's not bad. I sold my retail Piazza jersey that I've had for a couple of years for like $350. So if you want to grab a replica for $206, I do it because people like it or they don't like it. But if it's for you, you should get it. I have a really cool one where here it is. It's just, this is my first turn ahead the clock jersey that I got. It's pretty cool with the Mercury logo popping up off of Mercury Mets, totally different. And I got Izzy on the back. You won't see many Izzy's out there. I know Harry Rose hates these jerseys, but it's a fun jersey. I enjoy it. The Mets played the Pirates. You got the Pirates jersey. I think some of these jerseys, they could have gone a little further with them. These are pretty plain. I mean, I like the fact that they used the different colors with the Pirates, the yellow, the black. They put the Pirate logo on the front. I forgot what that logo's name is, but it's a pretty decent jersey. I fell down the rabbit hole collecting these things, and I can't dig myself out because yesterday there on eBay it was yesterday. The Padres. It's one of the hardest jerseys to find in retail, and I finally found one on eBay and I picked it up. Very happy about it. It looks like a tuxedo. I'm just going to keep going through these. I'm not going to talk too much tonight. You got the Cleveland Indians, which is pretty funny. It just looks like India. Like you got this at call center in India. It's not. I don't have any players on the back of this. I don't know if I like the color scheme. I don't know if I like the logo. I think it's a little too plain for me. Again, I just picked it up because I wanted it for my collection. We got the Colorado Rockies here, which is pretty cool. I like their logo, their third logo back in the day. It was just fun to have. I like the purple. I like the white. That actually looks kind of futuristic to me. Let's see. Do I have? Yeah. So it was just basically Colorado used these as the caps. Boston Red Sox used these as their caps. There's a little bit of silver underneath, silver over top. Nothing too crazy. But the funny thing is with Boston never wore their jerseys. The jerseys got stuck in a hurricane, and they didn't get to the team in time. So you have the Boston jersey here. Actually, I have it signed by Brett Saberhagen on the back, Saberhagen on the back. I'm shocked that Saberhagen was able to fit on the back of the jersey because Isringhausen wasn't able to fit on the Mets jersey, and that's why they just have Izzy on the back. Let's see what else we got going on here. Florida Marlins. Just black and the sleeve logo. Nothing crazy. I have nothing much more to say about it. It's just a Florida Marlins logo. Let's keep going into Florida. The Mets lost today. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Again, purple and black with just the Rays word font across the front with our Devil Ray going across. Nothing too crazy. Minnesota Twins, Twin Cities. They used the throwback logo for the future, which is pretty awesome. I'm happy with that. That looks cool. I don't think I would ever wear any of these jerseys except for the Mercury Mets out. Here's another plain one. San Francisco Giants, just white with black and the San Francisco logo. Nothing too great. I mean, I get what people are saying, how a lot of these jerseys are just sucky. And I can't disagree with them. I have a Phillies jersey. I don't know where I have it right now. I have quite a few different jerseys. We have the Anaheim Angels. On the back of that, I have Troy Glaus on that one. There's a blue version of this. I don't know why I didn't load it up, but San Francisco and the Tampa Bay hats. Anaheim and Milwaukee. I do have the Milwaukee jersey. I figure out where I put it. You know what I'll just do? I'll just pull this too. Make life a little easier. This is from Todd Radham's Twitter account from a few years ago. I'll show you a couple more of the jerseys. Wait for it to load up. That's the Phillies jersey I was just talking about. You got the Diamondbacks, the Athletics. You can't find the Athletics jerseys anywhere. You have to come across the KC or the Cardinals jerseys too. Super hard to find. Let me know if anybody has seen those at all. Now, getting back to the – oh, here's another one. White Sox. Another plain looking jersey. Yeah, I mean, for what it was a fun promotion. Seeing stuff in the future, supposedly. With all the Mercury Mets stuff actually being pushed out there, I'm shocked that there hasn't been any kind of announcement of, hey, we're going to wear it for a day, or we're just going to be silly and just wear as for a pregame warm up or something. Whatever it is, it is. Here's a White Sox one. Just says Sox on it. All these jerseys, the bases of them, all seem pretty plain. Nothing too crazy. And that's pretty much it. Got nothing too much more to say about it. I don't know if anybody. There's no comments tonight, so I know I picked tonight to do the show. I was tired last week, so I missed the show. I felt bad that I didn't do anything, and I know I got to keep just talking. Even if it annoys people, I'm just going to come on and talk and yap and whatever. The last 2 days watching the Mets, it's kind of rough. Of course, they were going to go on a nice little winning streak, and of course, they'll go down to Tampa and lose. Why wouldn't they? I can't believe some of the stuff that's going on, with the decisions making with the bullpens, putting McCann DH today instead of just sitting them. I don't have too much to say. I don't comment too much about how the team goes day to day. I went to the Mets game last week. The COVID protocols were seeming like they were relaxed a little bit. I know there's a whole bunch of different things that's supposed to be going on where it's not supposed to be as crazy. We've got the vaccinating sections coming up, and I just can't wait to keep going back to games. Enjoying what I'm doing now, going to the games, miss them, miss hanging out with friends. I've been to 2 games so far this season. Maybe I'll wear my Mercury Mets jersey again one day during the season. So I'm going to show you the Mercury Mets jersey one more time. And the reason why they have Izzy on it is because Isringhausen was too big to fit on the back of the jersey. With that, I think that's just such a weird little caveat to a jersey. That's why I picked it up. And the other funny thing about that is every time I wore that jersey, I ran into Brian Myers. I felt like he thought that's the only jersey I had because every time I was at a Mets game, I would be wearing a Mercury jersey like maybe once or twice a season, and that just happened to be when I ran into Brian. He's like, dude, I'm like, I don't wear this all the time. It's just whenever you see me, it just happens that I'm wearing it. And it just was one of those things that made me laugh. All right. I'm not going to talk too much. I did this last minute, so I didn't have too many guests. But next week, I should be able to prep this a little better. I know this is boring. John Saponaro, by the way, is killing it with Catching Feelings. He does a way better show than I do. For the future, if you guys want to come on the show, talk about the show, jump on here, have an idea for something, just hit me up at Mediagoon on Twitter, mediagoon@gmail.com. Email me, talk to me. Maybe we'll do a watch along. Maybe we'll watch wrestling. Whatever we want to do. This doesn't have to be a Met-centric show. You guys got questions about the film business, you can ask me questions about the film business. I'm going to try to get some people on from the film business. Otherwise, I want you guys to have a good weekend. Thanks for spending almost 20 minutes with me. So, all right, guys, have a good time. Have a good rest of your weekend. Let's go Mets. Hopefully they'll win tomorrow. And any questions about turn ahead of the clock jerseys or any kind of other collectibles, hit me up. Talk to you guys later.